Good Thursday evening, August 28th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A tractor driver was injured in a collision on Highway 281 early this morning near Quincy. As students began their return to classes Wednesday, the Wenatchee School Board approved the district's $156 million budget for the upcoming school year. Sunny and warmer weather is on tap this weekend with unseasonably hot temperatures expected next week. Your full local weather forecast is coming up. Two people in a Grant County long-term care facility have died, and many more were sickened by a COVID-19 outbreak. The Grant County Health District says a third death in the facility is under investigation. The agency did not identify the care center, but the outbreak has infected more than 45 residents and staff. The Health District says the facility is now taking steps, including routine COVID testing and isolation for residents who test positive. Public health agencies are lending air purifiers to help minimize spread of the virus. Emergency room visits for COVID-19 have increased in Grant County. In the Wenatchee Valley, the Chelan-Douglas Health District said today hospitalization rates for the virus are currently low, but there's a slight increase in COVID-related ER visits among patients younger than 18 over the last 3 weeks. An FBI search of the remote camping area where the Decker sisters were found murdered has concluded, and the trails and campsites are once again open to the public. The federal agency closed down the Upper Icicle River area of the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest starting Sunday and continuing into Wednesday to allow about 100 agents to conduct a grid search centered on the campsite where Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia Decker were found dead on June 2nd. The effort was part of the continuing hunt for their father, Travis Decker, the sole suspect in their killing, who hasn't been seen since the Memorial Day weekend. The FBI said today several items found in the search are being assessed to see if they're related to the case. Travis Decker remains the subject of a national manhunt with a $20,000 reward offered through the U.S. Marshals Service for information leading to his capture. A tractor driver was injured in a collision on Highway 281 early this morning near Quincy. The Washington State Patrol says it was roughly 4 a.m. when a tractor traveling southbound with no rear lights was rear-ended by a 2013 GMC Sierra pickup. The driver of the tractor, 34-year-old Miguel A. Contreras of Quincy, was airlifted to Sacred Heart Medical Center for treatment of his injuries. The driver of the truck, 45-year-old Isael Z. Zolano of Quincy, was uninjured. Both vehicles had reportable damage, and State Patrol says that charges are pending for Contreras for operating a vehicle without appropriate lighting. A Level 2 Get Ready evacuation notice was issued this morning for Holden Village, including the Rio Tinto Mine water treatment plant, as the lightning-caused Martin fire grows. According to the U.S. Forest Service, the 60-acre wildfire is burning in the Glacier Peak Wilderness area 2 miles northwest of Holden Village in the Chelan Ranger District, which is 43 miles northwest of Chelan. The wildfire was reported just before 8 a.m. on Wednesday. During a Level 2 evacuation, Chelan County Emergency Management recommends packing essential belongings and says people with mobility issues, small children, and large animals should evacuate now. Holden Village was under a Level 1 advisory beginning in early July until last week due to the Pumice fire. When we come back, the Texas woman accused of defrauding a Leavenworth Bank and several others around Washington pleaded guilty this morning to similar crimes in the state of Maine. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
The Texas woman accused of defrauding a Leavenworth bank and several others around Washington pleaded guilty this morning to similar crimes in the state of Maine. 51-year-old Andrea Cochran entered a plea to 3 federal counts, including bank fraud and identity theft, in U.S. District Court in Portland, Maine, where she used false identity papers to withdraw money from 2 bank branches. She's charged with felony fraud in 4 Washington counties for allegedly doing the same in this state, including at the Kashmir Valley Bank branch in Leavenworth last year, where she allegedly withdrew $11,000. Cochran faces up to 10 years in federal prison, although her sentence is likely to be much shorter. No sentencing date has yet been scheduled. She still must face trial for her cases here in Washington. Construction for Grant County PUD's new Ephrata Service Center kicked off on Tuesday with the groundbreaking ceremony. Service centers house PUD mail rooms, fueling islands, line departments, and more. The new service center will be on a 34-acre lot diagonal from the Ephrata Walmart that the PUD purchased from Grant County for $455,000 with access to Highway 282. The PUD is exploring options for how to repurpose the existing service center in Ephrata, which was built in the mid-1970s and had grown to be confined by nearby train tracks and city structures. Construction for the new center is expected to extend through 2027. As students began their return to classes Wednesday, the Wenatchee School Board approved the district's $156 million budget for the 2025-26 school year. The budget was unanimously passed Tuesday night. Funding is divided across 5 areas, with $135 million set aside in the general fund and the remainder spread among capital projects, debt service, student body activities, and transportation. District leaders told our media partner, the Wenatchee World, they're preparing for the loss of federal dollars after the U.S. Department of Education withheld billions in K-12 funding this summer. While a portion of that money was later restored, Superintendent Corey Callahar says Wenatchee won't be counting on it for the 2026-27 school year. He says the challenge now is making sure future adjustments don't affect the classroom experience for students. Coming up next in tonight's Pause for Pets feature, we will introduce you to a very sweet 4-year-old German Shepherd mix, one of the many animals up for adoption at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. A flood watch is in effect until 9 p.m. for the northern part of our viewing area. I'll have all your local weather details coming up, as well as Eric Grantstrom with tonight's sports report as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Your favorite local channel is now available for free on your smart TV and connected streaming devices. Watch live programming and catch up with the latest shows on demand. See the local stories that matter to you. NCWLIFE, now on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Caught in a conflict? Family, workplace, neighbor, business, housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
For over 35 years, the Sangster family has been not only representing GMC, but the entire community.
As one of the few family-owned dealerships in Washington, you can count on our personal integrity, which has spanned over 3 generations, to ensure your satisfaction.
Sangster Motors stands behind everything we sell, from GMC professional-grade products and service from a professional-grade dealership.
Remember, caring about your family is what brings you back to ours.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. So relax, it's done.
It's time now for Pause for Pets with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's segment features a 4-year-old German Shepherd mix who was rescued by animal control from a bad living environment. He's very sweet and obsessed with belly rubs. Meet Declan.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Chanley. I'm Sergeant for Wenatchee Valley Animal Care and Control, and this is Declan. He is a German Shepherd mix. We believe he's about 4 years old. He actually came from an animal control case that our officers saved him from an undesirable living situation along with one of his friends. Given that, it's astonishing to see how resilient and loving he is. Therefore, that's why we named him Declan, because he's full of joy and goodness. We're currently working on some training with him. He knows sit and lay down. He loves exploring his environment, and he's super sweet and loyal. So we need him to go to a family that will continue to show him what love and loyalty should really look like. And we're also working on some leash training as well, but he's very playful. And as always, we recommend that if you do have another dog or dogs in the home, that you come to the shelter and introduce them. And you can come meet Declan Thursday through Tuesday, 12:30 to 6. And you can also make appointments on Wednesdays. So come visit us so Declan can meet you and possibly go home with you.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday. Nice one out there today. Not too hot and not too cool. Just about right for late August out there today. Looking out our weather window from this afternoon, our hose landing camera, and you can see still some of that haze has been sticking around. It could be from the new fire we talked about earlier in the broadcast at Holden Village, and some of that could be from the Palmas fire that's still burning as well. And some pretty good cumulus and cumulonimbus clouds rolling around our area. And this area in green is what we're keeping our eye on until about 9 p.m. tonight. That includes Omak, Winthrop, parts of Chelan, and even down into the Wenatchee area. I think a better chance for strong thunderstorms will be into the Cascades, where we could see lightning and also heavy rainfall rates up to an inch an hour in some of these areas that's shaded in green. And once again, that goes until 9 p.m. tonight. So keep your eye on the sky out there this evening. Today's high temperature unofficially 86 degrees, just 3 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. 83 is our normal high. Our record high, 99 degrees, set back in 1972. Warm one again this morning at 70 for our low. 58 is where we should be for a normal low this time of year. And our record low, 45 degrees, set in 2010. Sunrise this morning, 6:15, and sets tonight at 7:47. Taking a look at your Friday temperatures, get ready for a warm-up, and it begins tomorrow. 92, Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, into Wenatchee. Just slightly cooler from Entiat into Chelan and up into Omak. Still a nice warm one. Lake Wenatchee at 88 tomorrow. Leavenworth 90, and Kashmir, you'll see a high tomorrow of 91 degrees. And we are set to see a lot of 90s moving forward from Friday. Tonight, clear skies, lots of high pressure around the western United States, and you can see a clear Washington State tonight. Pretty mild too, with low temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. For your Friday, just a few high clouds in the afternoon for Friday. Hardly a breath of wind tomorrow, with high temperatures into the low 90s. So we're almost 10 degrees above where we should be for Friday. And then as we kick off our long Labor Day weekend, a mix of clouds and sun on Saturday. We could see isolated, and I mean very isolated shower activity on Saturday. About a 20% chance. We'll see high temperatures a lot like Friday into those low 90s, and then the heat is really on as our next heat wave begins on Sunday. Mostly sunny skies, maybe high clouds once again in the afternoon, but we are looking at temperatures Sunday into the mid 90s, and we are going up from there as we get you into Labor Day. Sunny skies, not a cloud in the sky around Washington State. Going to be a hot one with high temperatures Monday into those upper 90s. For Tuesday and even into Wednesday, the end of our forecast period, not much change. Sunny and unseasonably hot on Tuesday. There's that ridge up into British Columbia, and that's bringing all that desert southwest warmth. We're going to talk temperatures 101 to 102 degrees on Tuesday, and by the time we get into the end of our forecast, not much change to tell you about. Sunny skies and still hot. We're talking highs Wednesday right around 100 degrees. All right, your 7-day forecast, 67 overnight tonight. Friday, we'll see 92 degrees with lots of sunshine. Very isolated showers possible on Saturday to kick off your Labor Day weekend. 93 our high. Mostly sunny and hot on Sunday, and 94. And then look at those temperatures Monday through Wednesday. Sunshine, 98 Monday, 101 on Tuesday, and 100 the high temperature on Wednesday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Hey there, folks. Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to Blueberry Hills to experience some real treats. Take a look at our homemade cream pies, our amazing cheesecakes, and don't forget our famous banana pudding. Remember, we're more than just great treats. People come from all over the world to experience what has been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Remember when you could afford to have fun on two wheels without breaking the bank? Maybe you started on a Honda Z50 or a Trail 70 or one of the most popular Hondas of all time, the Trail 90. Well, Honda and Doghouse Motorsports are making fun affordable again. Introducing the Honda Monkey, the Dax, and the new updated Trail 125, all featuring fuel-injected 4-stroke engines with electric start. The best part of all, they are affordably priced under $5,000. Whether you're just getting started or you want to get back at it, Doghouse Motorsports has you covered.
Handoff to Zielinski around the right side. Got away from one man, got away from two. Squirts between
High school sports is back this fall on the NCWLIFE channel. Watch Eastmont, Wenatchee, and Cashmere games right here. Coverage is brought to you in part by our platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Abby's Pizza, Apple Valley Honda, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, and Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Watch high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
And a good Thursday to you. Eugenio Suarez hit what proved to be a game-winning 3-run home run as the Mariners beat San Diego 4-3 yesterday. Luke Raley got Seattle on the board first with an RBI double in the second before Gino hit his second 3-run bomb in consecutive days in the fifth. Then it was hang-on time as the Mariners took 2 of 3 from the Padres.
This is into the gap in right center field and a base hit. Gino scores. Raley racing into second. He slides in and he's safe. RBI double Luke Raley. And the Mariners take an early second inning lead.
Luke Raley has actually had success against Yu Darvish, but this is really good to see. That hanging curveball. He's able to pick up that spin.
Gino a high lift out to left field. How much is on it? Back-to-back days with a 3-run home run.
He only had 1 home run against Darvish. It was 7 years ago, Aaron, when they matched up as a Red and a Cub. And this is just an ambush.
To left field, sending Sheets back at the wall, makes the catch and bangs into it, holds on to the baseball. Nice play by Gavin Sheets in left.
Let's watch the big kid get after it. Flash look to the wall. Oh, the juggling act.
Oh, he almost dropped it.
Yeah. Gets it in the heel of the glove. All right, off his whatever, and he makes the barehanded grab.
Runners at first and second. And a ground ball by the mound up the middle into center field, a base hit. Here comes Laureano around. He will score the Padres' first run, and it's now 4-1. Cronenworth trying to drop the bunt down, gets away from the catcher, Raleigh. He's saying he got hit. They're checking with the third base umpire to see if he swung. He did not. He's hit by the pitch, and a run will score. So the hit batsman. And Cronenworth will pick up an RBI. It's now 4-2. Mariners have a 4-2 lead, but the Padres have the tying run at the plate in Fernando Tatis Jr. Fly ball headed towards right center field. On the run is Robles, not going to get there. It's down to the track and the wall. Round from second base. Scoring is Cronenworth. RBI double for Tatis. Padres back within a run.
Ground ball. Gino's got it. On its way to first base. Ball game, and the Mariners win it. They win the series. They take the finale 4-3, the final score.
Well, this Padres team is impressive to watch. They have a tremendous amount of length with their offense, with their lineup. I think the weak spot so far in this series had been their starting pitching. The Mariners were able to get to Yu Darvish today.
Root Sports Northwest Jen Mueller visited with Gino after the game to talk about his game-winning home run.
Back-to-back games with a 3-run homer. What does that say about where your swing is at right now?
I mean, obviously I feel good. I've been working so hard to get my time in the game and my Rio. And the last two games, I feel really well. You know, I tried to not do too much with those breaking ball. You know, I know that I had the opportunity to do something for my teammate, for my team, and you know, it's something that I've been working for, and I feel great. The last two games was awesome for me and for my team too.
When you've got a guy like Darvish who can throw 69 to 95 with 6 different types of pitches, how do you narrow it down and just eliminate some of those pitches?
I mean, I got to be ready for something on the heart of the play. You know, he, like you say, he throw a lot of pitch, but he also making mistakes, and I got to be ready for one of those. You know, today was that opportunity that he threw a really good cutter, but I was ready for that one, so I got my best swing on it, and I hit up for a home run.
Second inning, you get a stolen base. I know that's part of the delivery. Were you expecting the opportunity?
I mean, I feel fast today. It's not part of my game, but I see the opportunity, and I see his very slow delivery. So I got a chance, and I take the chance, and I got my bag.
Lastly, for Brian Wu, the streak ends today. He did not get to 6 innings, but what have you seen playing behind him from the consistency standpoint?
I mean, it's awesome to play behind him. You know, he make a really good pitch. He got a really good stuff, and he challenge everybody with that fastball. You know, when you got that talent like that, he been pitching really well, and I hope he continue. That's the pitching that he has, and we got to support him behind the plate.
Seattle has a travel day today to head to Cleveland before beginning their series with the Guardians tomorrow. That'll be at 4:10 on Root Sports Northwest. Houston blanked Colorado 4-0 to maintain a game-and-a-half lead in the American League West. Texas had 22 hits and a 20-3 win over the Angels. Athletics blanked the Tigers by a final of 7-0. Well, nothing much changed in the AL wildcard chase Wednesday, with everyone but Tampa Bay winning. Red Sox edged Baltimore 3-2. Yankees blasted Washington 11-2. Kansas City choked Chicago 12-1. Cleveland got by Tampa Bay by a final of 4-3. Well, now that the 53-man roster is set, and so too is the practice squad, the Seahawks are ready to forge ahead into the 2025 regular season. Seattle General Manager and President of Football Operations John Schneider met with the media and said he's thrilled with the process of fielding this year's ball club.
We like what we've done. You know, we want to thank the guys, you know, in the scouts last, 48 hours. Everybody's been jamming upstairs and, working their connections, studying, getting to know a lay of the land as best we can. We'll be doing that a lot tonight, too, as we see everybody else's initial practice squads and, trying to set up, our initial practice squad and then, maneuvering off of that, adjusting some on the 53. But, really excited about our 70, and, we'll keep working our, that 90 group too, that, and then all the guys that have been let go, bringing in guys for workouts, having a nice ready list together for the season, and, bringing guys in for workouts, getting physical and see where we are, see where we can go to. So, we can keep the competition going.
Seattle will begin the season a week from Sunday at home against the 49ers at Lumen Field. Well, speaking of football, college football season begins this weekend. Actually starts for Central today. The Wildcats hosting Colorado Mesa to kick off the 2025 season. Coming up Saturday, Eastern Washington visits Incarnate Word at 4 o'clock. That'll be on ESPN+. Washington State opens the season at home in Pullman Saturday night at 7 o'clock against Idaho. Washington begins its season an hour later at Husky Stadium against Colorado State. That'll be on the Big Ten Network. Speaking of football, prep football season gets underway with several jamborees coming up this weekend. Starting tomorrow on the NCWLIFE channel, we'll start our preview of the season ahead with a little tease from the head coaches at Cashmere, Eastmont, and Wenatchee. Complete preview interviews will air next week on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, with Eastmont on Tuesday, Cashmere Wednesday, and Wenatchee on Thursday. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for this edition of the NCW Life Evening News. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app. And now you can watch all of NCW Life's 24/7 programming without cable. Our channel is available on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV. Download the NCW Life app to your devices and share the news with friends and family. You can email us with news tips anytime at news@ncwlife.com or call 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.